blossom.
I mean, we went into this game expecting pretty much to do what we did, knowing we're playing a great Seattle team, knowing the game was going to serve us some ups and some downs, but we expected this. We expected to win. So, I mean, as I said, it was excitement. I mean, we're in a tournament where you win or go home, and we won, and we're going to go on to the next one. So it's about moving forward now. It's great. I mean, it gives us a chance to keep going on. I mean, honestly, simple as that. I mean, I want to, me and this whole team, we want to win it all. And you can't do that without taking care of the first one. And we're just able to do that one tonight. So a lot of excitement, but my goal is bigger than just one playoff win.
It's very disappointing to be done right now. Nobody wants to go home. These guys are ready and raring to go, and we feel like we're just getting warmed up. But that's the way it is. And so I couldn't be more forward thinking about these guys. I couldn't be more positive about what's here in this locker room and what can happen for these guys. So we'll have to give some time up, and then we'll come back around and get cranking again. But it's a very special group.
Here is Patrick Mahomes.
Let's get it!
This is officially the Mahomes era.
Mahomes fires for the end zone. Touchdown! Kansas City! 13 in 3 weeks.
I assume he's human, but I'm not certain about it.
He's looking to the left side. He throws it left-handed to Tyreek Hill. Batman's left-handed. He throws it like almost no look. That's incredible. Look at the magic of the quarterback.
One of the most anticipated showdown games. Highest scoring game in Monday Night Football history.
This is the game. Shotgun snap. Rivers rolls to the right, throws to the end zone. Caught! It's good!
And Kansas City just has no answer for the Seahawks receivers.
If the Chiefs can't. An 89-yard pass, and Patrick Mahomes now has hit 5,000 yards passing and 50 touchdowns in a single season. The Chiefs are the #1 seed in the AFC playoffs.
And that is how the Chiefs won the division and clinched home field advantage in the AFC. Next up, the showdown with the Colts, who knocked off the Texans on Saturday. So Indy's defense shut down Deshaun Watson. Can they do the same to Shannon's homeboy?
It's going to be tough. What I did like, let me tell you something, man. I have not given Indy their true credit all year because I just didn't truly believe. I hadn't watched them as close as I should have. What I seen versus Houston, they just drive right down the field methodically and score, then score again and score again. That means that they can score. Mm-hmm. I really believe that defense for Houston is much better than the defense from Kansas City.
No, like first and 31st.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just telling you that. So therefore, that means they're going to have opportunities. Now, if Kansas City find themselves down, that's going to be something to behold because Indy can score. They could run the ball successfully. They could throw the ball successfully. And really, it's no answer for T.Y. Hilton.
Who do you like in this game?
I don't know yet. It's not in.
Okay, we'll get back to you.
It's not in yet. It's not in.
What do you mean it's not in?
It's not in. I got to feel it. I don't just talk on
I've been on the Indy bandwagon for a while, you and I, LT, but that's not the question that Chris asked. But here's the thing. Now, Houston. Kansas City's defense leaves a lot to be desired. But the one thing they can do is they can pressure your quarterback. D4, double-digit sacks. Chris Jones, who I think should have been an All-Pro, going to the Pro Bowl, 14.5 sacks. Justin Houston on the other side once had 22 sacks. The problem is that once you don't get the quarterback on the ground, their back end is awful. True. And I'm being nice. They're awful. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not worried about Kansas City getting down because when you have Tyreek Hill, you have Travis Kelce, you have a quarterback that goes 50 and 5,000 in a single season, you can make up ground. The question is, can they stop Indy from running the football? And if they can't, they're going to be in trouble.
This is how I see it. You cannot sit back in zone against the Kansas City Chiefs, all right? And so we know the Colts, they're going to play zone, and Kelce and Tyreek Hill up the middle of the field, that's going to be the matchup to watch. Mm-hmm. And if that happens and Kansas City starts scoring, now Andrew Luck can't get into a scoring battle. Mm-mm. He still needs to manage the game. He needs to try to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field, and that's why what you said, running the football is going to be critically important for the Colts.
Let me say this. Andy Reid we giving Mahomes a lot of credit, and we should, because he's phenomenal. He's the MVP. Shannon stated that a long time ago. I finally conceded last week. But Andy Reid, man, is one of the most brilliant offensive minds that we've seen in our game in quite some time. Arguably one of the best that we've ever seen offensively. We got to give him some credit. I'm pretty sure he cannot wait this. I can't wait to see how he dissects this Colts defense.
He's normally good out of the break.
Yes.
He's normally good out of the break.
You also got Frank Reich on the other side, who's done a nice job with that Indy offense. And we saw what he did with the Eagles last year. And you know.
He wasn't their first choice, but Frank Reich might have been the best choice.
It's well said.
And because, you know, you look, and it was reported he's the only guy that didn't ask the health status of Andrew Luck. He wanted the job. And they've done a great job of surrounding Andrew Luck with offensive linemen to protect him. He has enough weapons. They can get him one more wide receiver to go along with T.Y. Hilton. But their defense, they don't have names other than Darius Leonard. But their defense fly around and make plays.
It's a young squad all the way around. Definitely doing work, and it's going to be a great game to watch on Saturday. Another great thing is be sure to make your voice heard in Nationwide's 3rd annual Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Charity Challenge. You post hashtag WPMOY Challenge and your favorite nominee's last name on social media until January 13th. Nationwide will award the nominee with the most hashtag mentions a $25,000 donation to his charity of choice, $10,000 to the runner-up, and $5,000 to the 3rd place finisher. All right, coming up on Game Day Prime, the Saints, well, they rolled back in Week 11. Will Nick Foles make any difference to play the Saints? Next, here's Doug Peterson after the win.
You tried to ice Cody Parkey earlier in the game, and it didn't work. So were you thinking to yourself, do I do it or not do it, or you were just going to go?
I was doing it regardless. I wasn't even thinking about the first half. I was going to use it. Wasn't going to take it with me.
I mean, you can't make this up. I mean, I feel terrible. Let the team down. That's on me. So I have to own it and I have to be a man. And, you know, it's, unfortunately, that's the way it went for today.
Your teammates quickly consoled you. I mean, how does that help in that situation? Are you just numb?
Of course. I mean, that's the worst, one of the worst feelings in the world to let your team down. So I feel terrible. You know, I'm gonna continue to put things in perspective. Continue to just put my best foot forward and just sleep at night knowing that I did everything in my power this week to go and make that kick. And for whatever reason, at the crossbar and the upright, and I still couldn't do it. So yeah, I feel terrible.
Fans, Phillip Rivers has never beaten Tom Brady.
Wow.
How does that change this time around, LT?
Well, we all know the blueprint to stopping the Patriots and Tom Brady. The first thing that you got to do is get pressure on Tom. Chargers have pass rushers that can do that, especially up the middle. They're going to move Bosa around, put him on matchups in the interior of the line. And then on the back end, you got to have somebody that can match up with Julian Edelman. They got an all-pro DB in Desmond King. They also got an all-pro safety that can match up with Gronkowski. So they have the tools to make it work. If they do that, I think they have a good shot of winning.
Shannon, how does Phillip Rivers and this offense go on the road in Foxborough and have success?
Well, I haven't seen them. Melvin Gordon is not healthy. I mean, he out there with 2 knee braces on like he's a Notre Dame offensive lineman. So I don't even know how he's able to play. But they're going to have to take advantage because this might be the weakest of the New England Patriots defense that we've seen. Now, they do give up a lot of yards. They don't give up points. But there are plays to be made. They got big receivers that can go up and high point the ball. Antonio Gates, he showed me a little something that
Antonio Gates, 60 years old.
Yeah, he did, but he turned out there with a walker. Had some big third down catches, though. But like LT said, the key for them is Tom Brady. You got to get to Tom, and you got to get him up the middle.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like those two are trying to talk themselves into the possibility of the L.A. Chargers beating Tom Brady and them. They trying to find all the different scenarios.
Well, bet that 2 gallons of sweet tea we got bet.
And the possibility.
2 more gallons of sweet tea.
Why will Tom Brady?
I ain't scared.
Why will Tom Brady have success against what we saw today in a good Chargers defense?
He's never lost versus Phillip Rivers.
We're talking about this year, though.
I'm talking about this year, too.
No, you ain't.
Sometimes when you beat somebody so bad, it creates a habit. It's a habit. He got a habit of beating them. Let me tell you something, man. These guys didn't even play their best, and they got a first-round bye. They got 1 week to sit down and fathom who they're going to play, create these game plans, and you're going to see
But they're in a horrible division.
You're going to see, I don't care who they're in the division that the NFL gave them. Ain't like they picked their own division.
When they going to play their best? When?
They played their best last week. They played their best last week.
Against the Jets.
Everybody got 5 for the Jets. That's how good they played. That's how good they played.
Exactly.
Everybody got 5.
No, they got played. They were 5 long before.
We need to stop.
They were 5 long before. They were just collecting checks.
Man. These guys going to wind up, like I've been saying the whole year, right back in the AFC.
Well, we got 2 guys
game.
Sweet Tea on it, though.
I'm telling you, they're not. This team here will find a way to get it done.
Well, I want you to find a way to get me my sweet tea. Bring it by my house. You be in Atlanta, bring it by my house.
Like I'm scared.
Bring it by my house.
I don't even know where you live.
Yeah, you do.
And you got too many dogs.
For those of you at home interested, here's the schedule for the divisional round. Rams and Cowboys, 8:30 Saturday night. So let's take a look at how the Rams got the 2 seed.
The reigning NFL Coach of the Year, Sean McVay, begins year 2. Here we go, a new season. This is week 1.
Stop looking left, throws, end zone. It's Todd Gurley. Touchdown, L.A.
That's been the nation. I'm going to tell you that every time.
Don't be great right here. Donald gets there immediately. The best in the game. Have a day, Aaron Donald. A 40-yard strike from Goff to Everett. Tiptoes the sideline. Touchdown, L.A.
He's already had a knee issue that cost him 2 games this year.
Unfortunately, it was a torn ACL for Cooper Kupp. It's a huge loss for our football team.
He's hit, and down he goes!
You stole a couple of possessions.
And they were bitten by the Bears. This defense is serious business.
I got blasted.
Todd Gurley was on the bench.
He is questionable with a knee injury.
For the first time in the Sean McVay era, the Rams lose back-to-back.
Once Todd Gurley comes back, I still believe in his team.
So Cowboys headed to L.A. to take on the Rams. Dion, what has Dak been doing?
Balling.
Okay, so can he take his team on the road and win?
Yes, he is. Yes, he can. First and foremost, that offensive line has to sustain itself. That offensive line has been flat out doing their jobs, run game and the pass game. Zeke is the key. Zeke is the key to this offense. Zeke is the key that starts everything. He's the key that starts the engine. Zeke is everything. Then it's Dak.
Oh,
and if
Zeke the key to the offense. It's a bit bold.
If they could get that running game going, that play action pass is gonna be there. But the thing about it, they're gonna have to score some
What
points.
you need to do to play action pass?
Have to score,
what you got to do to play action pass?
Run successfully.
And who do that?
You know who does that.
Okay, Shannon. Will the Cowboys have success on the road against the Rams?
They got to run the football. I'm disappointed that the Rams defense hasn't played better all year. Now, we've been talking about Aqib Talib. He's their best corner. We're going to see because somebody's going to have to travel with Amari Cooper.
Not necessarily.
No.
They have 2 good corners, not necessarily.
You want Peters on Coop?
Peters could play Coop.
You want him?
He can play Coop. Okay. See, Peters plays better when he's off. They start bumping him. That's not his thing. He likes to sit back in the rocking chair and do what he does.
Okay, well, but I want him to follow. So I want to leave. I want to leave.
We'll follow him now.
LT, let's turn our attention now to this Rams offense. Todd Gurley's been banged up. How does he put it all together, even if he's not 100% against this Cowboys defense, which is formidable and more than formidable, very good?
They have been playing really well, the Cowboys defense. And the thing that I think about is Chris Richard. Where did he come from?
Seattle.
How many times has he seen his Rams?
A lot.
A lot.
And not had success in Seattle against them.
So he knows some things about this offense that's going to, I think, give the Cowboys an upper hand. And especially if Todd Gurley is not healthy.
But C.J. Anderson has been running the ball extremely well. Now, he doesn't catch the ball out of the backfield or get the plays down the field.
It's not Todd Gurley, though.
No. Clearly, you want TG. No question about it.
But see, where they're going to try to attack the Cowboys is on the perimeter. That's what the Rams try to do. They want to get the run going on the perimeter. And right now, Lawrence is playing. The guys on the end, Lawrence, those guys, they're playing well. So I don't know if the Rams will be able to run the football effectively.
So right now I say to you, you can have Zeke or you can have Todd Gurley. Who you taking?
In this game, I'm taking Zeke.
I'm going to take the healthier of the 2 guys.
I'm taking Zeke. But also because
I'm taking Aaron Donald.
Like Shay
Aaron
said,
Donald about to whip everybody.
But like you said, though,
no answer
the
for
Rams
Aaron
will give
Donald.
us some yards now.
Yeah, they will.
They'll give us some yards.
Ain't no answer for Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald
That's
will
true.
whip everybody.
Is he your X factor in this game? Or
He's the factor. He's really the MVP.
The A factor, the B factor, the XYZ factor. If there's a factor,
the GUCCI factor.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. It's an eye chart. Everything's happening over there. We are one step closer to knowing which teams will play in Super Bowl 53. But on Saturday, a couple of lucky fans found out they're headed to Atlanta for the big game, courtesy of Commissioner Roger Goodell. Stoney and Diana Kirsch, lifelong Cowboys fans, were surprised yesterday at the game. It's part of 500 Super Bowl tickets the league is giving away to community leaders, youth football coaches, and fans that have served our country. Very, very, very cool. I hope they have a great time, and if they have it their way, their team will be in it. Coming up on Game Day Prime, Andrew Luck has been one of the hottest quarterbacks in the last 2 months, but can he keep up with who? With your what? Your homeboy?
No.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that, the Chiefs' high-flying offense, and a whole lot more. Our Hall of Famers break it down. The battle in Arrowhead is the next discussion.
We're going to see.